energy can have messy consequences for homeowners. So be aware of the hype. You need to be sure of what you're committing to and what you're receiving when you do embrace solar power for your home. Hi, I'm Rita Tayanaka, broker owner of Costa Canyon Real Estate, here for some helpful real estate information. I hear over and over, I am tired of my large electricity bill, so I'm going to get solar to pay less or nothing on my bill. So here's what I encounter regarding solar when I'm helping people buy or sell a home. Solar is a big investment. The first decision you'll need to make is leasing versus buying. Know that both can affect the sale of your home. Let's discuss leasing first. Did you know that if you qualify for a home loan and the house has leased solar panels on it, you will also need to qualify for a lease loan as well? And if you decide to sell your home down the road, you must also sell the lease along with the property. So sometimes having solar is a good selling point, but other times not so much, especially if the new homeowner must assume the lease and it makes the house payment out of their budget. Normally, you don't add utility payments into the loan qualification process, but with a lease, it becomes part of the equation. There are a lot of financing programs available, including government programs such as PACE, which is Property Assessed Clean Energy Program. It's often structured as a property tax assessment. PACE financing and qualifications is based on home equity rather than the borrower's ability to repay. No money up front sounds too good to be true, and it often is. I have stories from clients that are nightmares regarding PACE or HERO financing. Really read the terms, because homeowners can be so surprised to see their property tax bill increase substantially after signing up for one of these programs, and then they're faced with a 20-year tax assessment to pay off the PACE loan. Often these types of loans are structured as a super priority lien, which means it gets paid off before your home loan. This limits your ability to refinance or to sell without paying it off first. So there are also power purchase agreements, meaning you don't own the panels and you purchase the power your roof makes at a certain price, usually a bit less than the retail rate. So no matter whether you're leasing or buying, you need to read the fine print carefully. Yes, you can get a system big enough to sell power back to the grid, but don't get too excited because that payment can be really tiny, and the utility companies are trying to change the terms of the repurchase of power. So now it could possibly take 20 plus years to pay back your original investment. Things to look at is the net surplus compensation rate, and what does that actually mean, and what is it based on? Buyer beware. It may be a great investment for you, but it may not. So don't forget, you'll need a battery for times when solar isn't available, when you need to use it, such as a cloudy day, at night, and a battery is often an additional expense to the panels, as it should be. But really having a battery to store your power is an add-on that makes the solar thing worth it. Solar energy is sustainable, renewable, and plentiful, and many people are switching to solar. It can result in a cost savings, and who wouldn't want that? But just be sure to do your homework and math first. Yes, your payment is lower, but really, how much have you invested up front? And are you going to stay in the home for enough years to pay off your investment? If not, then maybe rethink solar panels. They're getting better and better every year. So what will your 20-year-old panels be worth in 20 years when the technology is all better? So final tip, if you turn to Google for information, check for who's written the article that you are reading. If it's an advertorial type article, that is one that could possibly be written by a solar company whose end game is to sell you the unit. So make sure you check out your sources. Thanks for listening.